Hello everyone, good morning. Thanks for being here. This is Lakshman from USAM. So we are here in our Learn to Web Home webinar series. Yes, if you have missed any of our videos, please visit our YouTube section. It's USAM Learning. We have uploaded all the videos over there, so you can have a look at it and you can gain your knowledge over there also. Yes, today we are going to see about the topic called Overview of Autodesk InfraWorks 360. Hope many of them would have heard about the name InfraWorks 360. If not, this will be the session that I'm going to say about the InfraWorks 360. So, what is InfraWorks 360 and how it's going to work for your projects? Yes, nowadays, if you see not about nowadays. In the past, if you see, all the projects will be in of 2D. More of the projects will be in 2D, and the client will be seeing the 2D outputs only. But nowadays, it's mostly about 3D things, right? So we are moving into 2D to 3D. So the technology is moving to BIM. What is this InfraWorks 360? Actually, InfraWorks 360 is a cloud-based tool. So you can save your models in the cloud also, and you can save in the local system also. But the thing is, it grabs the data from the cloud and it makes you work. So it works on internet. So when you are logging in on when you are starting a project, you need an internet to access. So after once you go into the project, or you're going to model anything, you no need internet at that time. But at last, when you are going to sync the project, or at that time, you need internet to sync the projects. So InfraWorks 360 is an visualization tool. I can say it as a presentation tool and visualization tool. Before, when they are inventing, when they are bringing InfraWorks 360 into Autodesk, it was an it was an visualization and presentation tool. But after the demand increases, like in the infrastructure industry or in the presentation industry, the demand got increased to an visualization tool. The demand got increased. So what they are doing is they are making it as a design tool, like equivalent to Civil 3D. They are making it as a design tool equivalent to Civil 3D. As you all know, we have before we had a session about duo between the InfraWorks 360 and Civil 3D. Like these two softwares is one of the best tool in the infra industry. In Autodesk, it's these two are the best tool in infra industry to make the outputs uh, really good and easier. So now we can see about a little slides what is about InfraWorks 360, and we can move on a live demo of InfraWorks 360. Yes. So what is InfraWorks 360? As I said, InfraWorks 360 is a visual 3D design and communication platform for civil engineers, designers, and land planners. So, what they are saying, it's a 3D design and communication platform. Communication is nothing but, to our client, the 2D drawings doesn't speak. If you are giving a 3D drawing or a 3D output with a good visualization, it speaks a lot, and it brings us it wins us the project. So it's a visual 3D design software. What and all you can do in InfraWorks 360: build context for your designs. You don't want to wait for the inputs from the other clients or from the other contractors. You can itself build the inputs. Like, you can itself build the context for your designs. What you want, you can make the input over there, and the output will be there in the InfraWorks 360. Then create, explore, and evaluate your designs. As I said earlier, you can create the things over here in InfraWorks. It's fully a presentation tool, so you can make the things what you want, what and all there in your mind. You can make the things over here, and you are going to present it. Like, you can explore all the things over there and evaluate. Like I said, they are making it as a design tool competitive to Civil 3D. So we can evaluate the things. We can bring the reports from it. Explore multiple alternatives. Like, if you're going to do a project, if you're going to submit it to your client will be expecting more your client will be expecting alternative outputs. In this place I want this or I want that, like he will be expecting the alternative things. So you can set a base model over here and you can do many alternatives. Like in Revit you would have heard an option called design option. Likewise here in InfraWorks we are having alternative options to show to your client. You can you can keep a mother file and then you can work on the alternative files, and you will be having many options to show your clients. Share and develop better designs through collaboration. Like now, as we discussed in the previous sessions, we are having a tool called BIM 360 which helps to collaborate within your team or within the contractors. So so you can share your designs through the collaboration. Like in BIM 360 you can share this InfraWorks model and you can do the things. We are having internal support between BIM 360 and InfraWorks together. So this is about InfraWorks. This is a short brief of InfraWorks 360, what we can do in InfraWorks 360 and how you can utilize the InfraWorks 360. Like I want to tell you a clear note here that InfraWorks 360 is not a modeling tool. It's a presentation tool where you will be doing your modeling or your designs in some other tools like Revit, Civil 3D. You will be doing the things over there, and you will be bringing the modeling output here to InfraWorks, and you will be presenting it to our client. Like you will be developing the things here in InfraWorks as a presentation view. You will be developing the things and you will be presenting it to your clients. So this is purely a presentation tool. It's not a modeling tool. You can't able to model a building, or you can't able parametric modeling is not available in InfraWorks. You are going to do the modeling part in other tool, and you are going to bring it here to InfraWorks and you are going to present it to your client. So as I said earlier, I have mentioned a term called build context for your design, right? So what is mean by build context for your design? So trying truly understanding a design request context. Like I said, we don't want to expect the inputs given by your client. As an example, like if you are a town planning guy, you want this town to be developed. Now you are expecting the surveyor input, but here if I have InfraWorks, how I can do the things easily. Like I can just, I'll put you this video. You can see the things over here. Like see, this is our interface of the InfraWorks starting interface. They are typing the name of the area where the town is going to be developed, the area. Now they are opening the file.
Halo? Halo? Entera?
1 second. Can you put your
Ah. Laptop ಬಂತು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
sorry 1 minute. Someone has
ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಗೋ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಏನೋ 10-15 OTP ಒಂದು ಹಾಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅವರ್ ಇಂದ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ
yes. Okay. So they have inputted the city name over there, the city they are going to develop. Now you can see the city, the surface, the geological condition of the place, the geological condition of the area. Now we can easily identify the geological condition. In past we want to expect the inputs from the surveyors, and they want to give us the inputs. We want to feed into the software and we want to know the things, how the surface over there in the area looks like. But now here in Civil 3D you can itself build your inputs, like build context for your designs. You don't want to wait for the inputs given by the subcontractors. You are going to open the InfraWorks, you are going to feed the name of the city, and the geological location of the city will be visible here in the InfraWorks with the buildings and the infrastructure developments over there in the place. So the next thing is create designs. So it's not only about creating the inputs, it's the next step is to create designs. So now what we are going to make, we are going to develop a city, right? So in a city there will be an infrastructure needs. In every city we'll be having the infrastructure needs. Like in InfraWorks you can quickly sketch 3D features such as roads, graded areas, pavements, and buildings. Buildings in the sense, it's just a mass building, like it will be a mass building over there. You can't able to edit anything in the building, but in the roads and the pavements and the graded areas you can edit the things, not in the buildings. If you have modeled your building in any other software, you can bring directly to the InfraWorks and you can make the things. Like you can see this video. See, they have created the context, they have brought the surface of that area. Now they are just generating the roads in that area. Can you see? Within a clicks they are generating the roads. Now they are making the gradings at that place. So they are going to present in this tool, like they are going to have a building over there in that area, they are grading the place over there, they are making the parcels. All the terms which we are using in Civil 3D is we can do possibly here in InfraWorks. As I said, you can able to adjust the things here in InfraWorks, but not in buildings. The graded areas, the roads, the width of the roads, you can adjust here in InfraWorks. Like now they are just bringing the mass building. As I said, it's a mass building. There will be no parametric options to edit that. Can you see? It's just an image of the building. Like it's a mass building. You can just adjust the height, elevations of the building alone. These are all called city furnitures. The red color thing, the cars, all the city furnitures which we are seeing in day to day life, like trees, cars, human beings, can be brought here in in InfraWorks. Not only the roads and these things. So these city furnitures will be there in InfraWorks. You can't able to import any other city furnitures, like in Revit we can import the families and all, right? So here we don't have an option to import the things and all. There are set of libraries available here in InfraWorks. You can make use of that libraries and you can bring it to your project and you can show it to the clients. So create designs in the sense quickly sketch 3D features such as roads, graded areas, pavements and buildings as we saw now. Add details such as structure, vehicles, people or any 3D model like this building, like a car or like a fire extinguishers, street lamps and the graded areas. You can do all such things. Adjust the date and time to get the effect you want. Like you can adjust the time. If it is morning means the sun effect will be there. If it is evening means the clouds will be cloudy and the effect of the evening time will be there. So it helps you to do the things easy. One moment. Sorry. Sorry. Hope I can fix it easily. Yes, here is the thing. I like to hear before going back. I like to hear how many of them would have used InfraWorks before. Have you ever used InfraWorks before? Yes. Now we are back into our slides. Yes. So the next thing will be create designs like roads, rails. Not only the roads, we can also create the rails, the tracks, the track portions, and the bridges. Not only in all the infrastructure which we are seeing in the town can be built over here in the InfraWorks. You can see in this video that they are turning out. See, they are drawing the rail network over there. It's crossing the roads over there. You can see how intelligently InfraWorks makes in that portion of crossing. It's make an bridge or something like that. It is making as it is. InfraWorks is also an intelligent tool. Can you see? So here we can make that elevation upper, and we can make it as an road or rail or something like that. Now you can see a road have been built over here. Now what we are doing is we are making this road as a bridge. So we are turning it as an bridge within few seconds. Can you see the piers and abutments have been made here in the InfraWorks within few seconds and within few options? So there is no intelligent required here in making the things. Just as like a li- just as like picking and dropping, you'll be having the tools over here. What you want to make, you'll be having the tools over here. Just click it and make it so that the things will be happen. Here can you see the pipes and the culverts? So we can also make the drainage modelings over here, like pipes, culverts can be made possible here. And the roundabouts, you can see the roundabouts, creation of roundabouts, how easy it is. As per the codes mentioned, we can have the roundabouts here. You can make adjust of your fillets in the end of the turning or intersections also. Like I said earlier, the design parts, they are bringing in every update. They are making it as a design tool. It is no more a presentation tool, it is also a design tool now. So see how easily they have made the piers and abutments over here. So this is the power of InfraWorks, that you can make the things easily and presentably. Like you'll be having, like if your client sees this output, he'll be very well impressed and he'll be giving the projects to you. The next thing is exploring the designs. Not only making the designs, not only making the presentation, exploring the designs. Like you can do the animation part over here in the InfraWorks. Not only you can make the things, you can animate the things. Like in 3ds Max we'll be animating, right? So here also we can animate the things. The storyboards will be there. You can view a designs and you can view the designs. Like this is a 3D tool. You can view the designs, create animations in seconds by selecting a few key views. For all animations, we'll be having key views, right? So here also we are having key view pattern of animation. You can do the animations over there. The quality output of rendered images, you can take out the video in the quality, in which quality you need, you can take the video. For doing this, as 3ds Max or in Revit, you don't want any experience to do these things. Quite a little bit of knowledge handling the tool is sufficiently required to do these animations and visualization purposes. Like all the tools are available instantly over here. If you can see the storyboard creator and the animations and exporting the videos, all are easily handled. You can see in this video that they have brought a city furnitures, like they have brought a car over here and two humans standing over there. This is the whole town which we brought. You can see the classifications, how well it is handled. Like in this classification, you can see the elevation ranges. So what are all the elevation ranges in these surfaces? As an civil 3D user or as an infra tool user, you would have came across these words, elevation ranges. Like we'll not be having a same elevations over there in the surface, right? We'll be having different elevations. These classifications, these colorful classification denotes the elevation classifications over there. So as I said, you can change the visual effects over there. It's easy to change the visual effects and all. How clarity the visual should be, how the thing should be, the inputs given by you will be the output rendered from the InfraWorks, or the videos that we take from the InfraWorks. So these are all the these keys define the points of interest. Like you can place these keys anywhere you want. Now they are making the storyboard, like how the rendering should be done, how the animation should be followed. Now you can see the storyboard here. Now you can see the real animation what they did now. So they'll be focusing on the place and it will be brought here and brought here. We can see in the next clip. So as we discussed earlier in the first slide itself, I have told you that in a Revit we'll be having an option called design options. Here also we are having multiple design alternatives. We'll be having options to show to our client. Like you can save your options. This is the first option. This is the second option. This is the third option. Whichever option the client requires, he can select that so that that will be your final option. Like you can see in this video, they are creating their options. So this will be their first option to show it to the client. In this road, they are making the roundabouts. We had a mother file of intersections. Now they have made the roundabouts as their first choice. The second choice is of bridge. They are going to make a bridge. So now you can see how they are classifying the options. Can you see? So they have made the intersections and they have made this road below that road. Now they are making the bridges over there. All these off in a few minutes or in a few seconds. So there is no time taken activities over here in InfraWorks. All the things are made easily. Like you can see the bridges over here, bridge running over this road. Now we are having three options. If I drop down here, we are having three options. The first option, second option, which is of roundabout, the third option, which is of bridges. Now it is easy to show to a client, like we don't want to explain him the things. Like in this first option, we have made a bridge. In the second option, we have made a roundabout. In this third option, we have made just an intersection. We don't want to explain it anything in the words. He can see directly, he can see in the visualization effects, he can see how the option works and he can visualize the things, how it will be worked out in the real time. He can visualize and he can select any one of the option and we can make it happen. So this is a very useful option in InfraWorks to make your clients select in from any one of the option. Not only the visualization part, as I said earlier, we can develop the results over here in from InfraWorks. Like in Civil 3D, we'll be taking the cutting and filling results and material takeoff results, like right. So here also we can able to generate the profiles and we can able to generate the sections of the roads, sections profiles of the roads, and we can bring it to Civil 3D and we can do the things. We can extract it to Civil 3D and we can do the things. So as I said, generate Civil 3D drawings from a road model. So we can see how that pattern works here in InfraWorks. Now they have built the site here in InfraWorks. Now they are taking it to the Civil 3D. They have selected this portion. We have selected this portion alone. Now we are extracting the Civil 3D drawing. Now what? Now my Civil 3D is getting open. Can you see the whole portion which I have extracted from there have been seated here in Civil 3D with the alignments I have made there. That is the road I have made there. Now here you can directly come to the profile views as if you are a Civil 3D viewer. User, you know about the profiles and all. You can easily create the profiles. I don't want to make the input survey inputs into it, and I don't want to do the optimization things and all. Like I'm directly extracting the things from the InfraWorks and I'm importing here in Civil 3D and I'm taking the profiles. Now you can see how these bridges reflects in Civil 3D. So now I am opening the model from before we saw that how to export the thing from Civil 3D and import it to export the things from InfraWorks and how to import it in here in Civil 3D. Now we are directly opening the InfraWorks model from the Civil 3D itself. Can you see here? So if I zoom in this place, you'll be seeing the bridges which we have made there. This is the road which we have made there. This is the bridges with the piers and the abutments and the road lying over there above the piers. So you don't want to use any other external applications to make the modeling, or you don't want to spend more energy and more time on building the bridges and all. Like you can make the bridges over there in InfraWorks and you can bring it directly here to the Civil 3D. So it's the easy thing, right? Like we'll be having the rainwater flows and all. So to calculate the flows, you can directly bring the model from InfraWorks to Civil 3D or storm and sanitary analysis. Like if you are going to work on a outlets or inlets to make the things, you can directly bring the things to storm and sanitary analysis also. So this is a little brief about InfraWorks like we saw before. So why we should use InfraWorks 360? First, inputs, we don't want to wait for the inputs from our surveyors. We can directly make the things here in InfraWorks itself, and we can see the geolocation of the projects. Then it's not only the visualization part, you can also make the things over here, like the infra needs what are all there in the town, like bridges, roads, rails, tunnels. You can make all the things. You can bring models from other softwares and you can keep it here for the visualization purpose. Evaluate your designs, like you can bring the cut and fill reports, like you can see the profiles of the roads and sections of the roads. You can have many design options over here, and you can collaborate with BIM 360. You can bring the model to BIM 360 so that others who are working in the project can have a direct look from the BIM 360. So at last, InfraWorks is all about design and visualization tool where you can present it to the clients. So you can do the models in some other software and you can bring it to the InfraWorks here, and you can do the presentation very well and you can show it to a client. You can take the outputs, like you can do the animations here in InfraWorks and you can take it as a video output. You can send it to your clients. So now we have finished our presentation part. Now we will have a quick little session in InfraWorks. So I'll open my InfraWorks tool so you can see how the tool works. As I said earlier, so you need internet to make the things. You need internet to get into InfraWorks. At the start you need internet to create a model. Like I said, building instant context, right? So to create your project you need internet. Then after going into the project, you don't want the internet. Like at last, to save the output, you need the internet again. Now I'll move to the InfraWorks. So this will be your InfraWorks. This will be your InfraWorks interface. These are the projects that if you are creating the project, that projects will be in the home interface, home tab over here. We have seen the first option, like build the context, right? So to build the context, we'll be having an option called model builder over here. So by clicking the model builder, you can build the project. So we have shown in the video, right? Seen in the video, search your location, search by location. If you have an latitude longitude of the area, you can directly type the latitude and longitude. Or if you want to if your project comes in any other specific location, if you know the location name, you can directly type the location name. Like if I type Hyderabad, so the whole Hyderabad city will map will be over here in your interface. You can you can select a specific place over there. Like I will type Besan Nagar. So can you see the Besant Nagar area over here? We'll be having four options to go into the project, to save the project, to select the area. Like this options selects the whole place over here, what and all we are seeing. This option selects the whole area within this map. Now, I don't want all these things to be there in my project. I just needed a certain place from this project. Like you can do a 200 square kilometer boundaries only. So the boundary of InfraWorks project will be 200 square kilometer. You can see here maximum of 200 square kilometer. Now the area selected over here in the screen is 0.98 square meter. Now if I need a particular area from here means I can use the second option, draw a rectangle. So if I use this option, I can draw a rectangle so that this area alone will be imported into my project. This rectangular area alone will be imported into my project. You can see how much area you have been selected over there. I have selected 0.25 square kilometer. Then the third option will be polygon. Selecting it like an polygon. In most of the road projects, we don't want to select all the areas, all the we'll be having certain limit like 100 meters or 200 meters only I need into the project. In that place, you can use this polygon option and you can draw the things. See, can you see here? It's not like a rectangle. You can select where you want and what are all the areas should be covered, and you can make the input. Now if I give the model name and I have created the model, this portion alone will be imported into the project. So the first option will be whole area we are seeing in the map. The second option is of selecting it as a rectangle, and the option is of selecting it as a polygon, and the fourth option is shapefile. Shapefile is nothing but it's an map file. So we'll be having the latitude longitude as an .shp extension. We can directly import it so that the area will be directly seen in your screen and you can make as an input in your project. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the model name and I'm going to create the model. Like if I click this create model now, it will take some time to build the model. It's depend on your internet capacity and the area you have selected. Like if you have selected more area and your internet capacity is less, it will take more time to load the model. If you have selected less area and your internet is stable, the model will be published easily. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to waste your time. Just I have created a sample model here, the same place we have created the sample model here. We will look at this sample model. So this is how it looks when you are trying to open the model. Like you can see in this area, all the infrastructure over there in that area has been visualized here. You can see here the bridges and the roads over there in that area have been seen here in InfraWorks. Now if your project is going to come here or something over the places over here, it's an easy work. Like you can import the things. Here we'll be having an option called import the things. We'll be having the options here. Like we'll be having data sources. You can import your models from any of the tools you have modeled the can you see here? We'll be having an options like what and all you can import into Civil 3D. You can bring your Revit file, you can bring your 3ds Max file in an FBX format, you can bring your Civil 3D file, or you can bring your DWG file. These are all the file formats which are accepted by InfraWorks. You can export the things also. I will say in the later part how to export the things. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to import anything. I'm just going to do a short how to create the roads and how to make it as in bridges, how to bring the data, how to bring the datas into it. We will see how these things work in the InfraWorks. Here we will be having a panel called create. I'm using InfraWorks 2020. If you are using 2019 or 2018, your interface will be different. This is 2020's new interface. This is the empty place where you're going to make the things. Like here we'll be having the things to be made. See, can you see the component roads, planning roads? what is the difference between this component roads and planning roads? Planning roads is nothing but it's then we can say it as an conceptual road. Planning roads is an conceptual road. We cannot extract the results from the concept planning roads. We can't able to extract the sections, or we can't able to extract the cut and fill reports from the planning roads, but we can extract the things from the component roads. So this is the difference between component roads and planning roads. Now I'm going to make a component road. So I'm clicking this. Here you will be having the options to select it from the libraries. So as I said earlier, we can't able to input the things, like you can't able to add the libraries here in the InfraWorks, but you can use the libraries which they have given for us. So these are the libraries for roads we are having. See, you will be having 4 lane divided, you will be having 2 lane roads. We'll be having more types of roads here in InfraWorks. You can select any, like I'll select this 2 lane road. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a road over here. Like you can see, just a click, and I'm going to stop it here. So the road have been created. This is just an 2 lane road. If I want to make it, if I want to edit that road, I don't want a 2 lane road, I need a 4 lane road or something like that. I can do the things in the later part also. You can select this road. Yes, you can select this road, like replace component. Can you see the elements which we saw there is visible over here? So assembly. So here, if I need a road with 4 lane, I need a 4 lane road now. I don't want a 2 lane road, I need a 4 lane. Sorry, what happened? Something, some other roads have been created. Yes, this is the option to create the roads. So after creating the roads, it's an easy job to create the city furniture and all. See, I will create a road. So this is my 2 lane road. I have created a 2 lane road. Now if you see, I'm going to make a road in this. Now we have made a road in the vertical manner. I'm going to make a road in the in these lane. So I'm selecting from here. I'm selecting from here, and I am ending it here. You can see how intelligent the InfraWorks is. It will be making the intersections as it is. So I am not giving the inputs like to make an intersection or to do the things. It itself creates the intersections. Sorry, one moment. It itself creates the intersection. So I don't want to give any inputs to the InfraWorks, like you want to create the intersections or not. It itself creates the intersections. Now you can see this. I can change the things. So we'll be having the option to change the fillets and all. Here you, if you drag and drop, you'll be having the options for it. We'll be having these triangulated net triangulated symbols to make the options. Like if you want to reduce the corner fillet, can you see it has been reduced? So it is easy to make the designs over here in InfraWorks. I can make the intersection type also, what type of intersection I need. Like if I need a roundabout, or like if I need an intersection alone, if I'm going to create another road over here, they can see how it reacts. So I'm going to start a road from here. I have entered it here. Now you can see here a simple intersection. It has been made a simple intersection. Now it should be the intersection or it should be the roundabouts. Like you can select here whether the junction should be in intersection manner or it should be a roundabout. If I select the roundabout, uh, what happened? maybe the area must be so little. So you can select the things over there. So it's an easy part to do the things. Likewise, you can also convert these to a bridge, like right like this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add a structure like called bridge. I'm going to start from here and I'm going to end here. You'll be seeing the magic that abutments, piers, and the things will be created over here in this span. So in this span the things will be created, like you can see here. Can you see here? So if you select this, here we'll be having the options to select the assembly, what type of piers and abutments should be needed. So if you want to change, you can change also. What happened? Yes, it's getting changed. Yeah, see, it has been changed. Like if I want to bring the things up, I can easily do that also. We want to select the bridge for it. So this is my bridge, right? Okay. Yes, I want to, like if I click this, if you right click, we'll be having the properties of it. You can make the things height above the ground. You will be having the properties, you can change the properties of it. You can directly bring it to civil 3 and you can make the things. Not only roads and bridges, not only roads and bridges, I have created the things. Like I said, the design options, right? So we can have the design options over here. This is my master file. You can see that this I have been created over the InfraWorks in the few minutes. Like we'll be having the options. I have made this road, and we'll be having the options to bring the city furniture and all. Here, if I come to this environment, here can you see the term called city furniture? If I click this, all the libraries will be there. Which library you want, you can type here. Like if I want men or woman, sorry, can you see here? So if I need trees, so all the trees will be there. If I need some lamppost or something like that, like can you see a street lamp over here? What I will do, I'll place it in this corner. Can you see how nicely it have been created? So you can define the elevations and all. It's easy, right? It's quite easy, right, to make the things. Like if I need a grading part over here, I want to make these things grading. So you'll be having an option to do the gradings and all. Environment, yes. Like I'm going to cover this area. Can you see a greenery have been published over here? Now if I want to bring, if I want to create a building over here, like again I'm going to go to the city furniture, type buildings. So let me select this. Yes. it created many buildings. Sorry. Okay. Now what you can do is you can do the alterations now here. If I want to make the elevations more, if I want to bring it more, if I want to move this, we'll be having the option to move here. I will delete this. What I will do, I will. Okay, now we have made this right. So if I want to place a plantations over there, so we'll be having an options, trees. Can you see the trees over here? So I can select where I need the trees. So it looks nice, right? So no, I'm doing it in a faster manner. So if you want a car to be placed here, we'll be having the options for that also. I'm going to place a BMW car. Can you see? Okay, I will turn this. Okay, let's make this car a little bit. See the shades of the trees and the things also have been visible here. Like if I want to place a man or woman over here, I can move her and I can rotate her. How easy it is, right? So it's quite easy to do the things here. Like we said, we can adjust the timings also, right? So we can adjust the timings also. In the present, we'll be having the options to adjust the timings. So manage model, and we'll be having an option to this is the storyboard creator to make the animations. Yes, it's quite easy to do the things over here. Like I'm searching for the mm, yes, it should be here. We'll be having the things in manage only display sun and sky. Yes, I'm having it here. Can you see the clouds are blue now, right? So its time is 3:48. I can make it in the night view. So this is about the dates, and I can make the wind speed, like your clouds will be moving over there. Can you see how beautiful it is? So it is Paka, right? So the visualization is Paka. So you can bring your models directly from the modeling tool to here in InfraWorks, and you can present it in a well and good manner here in InfraWorks. The things are very easy to do. The experience is not required to handle the tool like InfraWorks. It's an easy tool. Like you will be having the options over here. You can just drag and drop, like I did now. So you can see the sea. You can see the view how pleasantfully it is. So this is all about InfraWorks. Like you can export the things. I told right. So to export the things, how to export the things. Here we'll be having an option to share, right? So here we can export the things like IMX format. It will be exported and you can import it in your Civil 3D and you can see the bridges created, roads created over there, and you can do the design part over there and submit the drawings. Yes, this is all about InfraWorks. If you have any doubts or queries, you can ask now, or you can put it in the chat box over there, so I can describe the things. Any doubts? Okay, thanks for joining. We will meet in the next session. Thanks.